One take, one take, one take, one take. It's NBA One Take with yours truly, yours. It's NBA One Take. Did my reflection on D Wade the last day. My reflection on Dirk Nowitzki, one of the greatest European player of all time. Revolutionized the game as we see it. 7-footer. Shooting guard touch. One of the greatest shooters we've ever seen. D Wade's last game was against the Brooklyn Nets. I know I could have, if I could have pulled some strings, I probably could have made that to that game. But I just rather have, watch a little on TV. It was Dirk's last game too as well. The Spurs did a big thing for him. Playoffs is set. All the teams. That's mine. That's in there. My playoff feud later. Got a lot to cover in regards to that. But just to get back to Dirk. Dirk came in 98. It's not really touted as so. But we don't know what he is. He killed in some workouts. Played well overseas. But the stigma was that the Europeans are soft when they come to the U.S. Just have a softness about them. Because they shoot, not banging. So, they draft Dirk. Dirk had very learning experience in his first season with the Mavs. It was like 7, 8 points. He was losing. There's a lot of transition going in there. Last season. It's a lockout. They get it Steve Nash. Michael Finley coming in from Phoenix. They didn't know what they was doing at the time. They just trying to expand, not saying they thought they had a big three, but we had to see what we had. And in the second season, Nash, he was getting better. Dirk played well too. Michael Finley shows why he's a top 7-2 guard in this league, 20-point game scorer. So they was on their way to have what they had back in the mid-90s of 3J, Jason Kidd, Jim Jackson, Jamal Mashburn. Mark Cuban took over as owner. And you knew when he came in, things was changing. Mark Cuban was publicizing the Mavs, putting up his players, putting them all over the internet to watch this product. We're going to be a good winning team. He kept pushing it. And then the third season, they went to the playoffs. And they was playing some exciting ball. They lost to Utah, but it was exciting to see them play against the Jazz. Dirk was coming into his own. He gets the All-Star nod next season, as well as Nash. It was on their way. 2003, they went to the conference finals against the Spurs, got knocked out. In 2004, they're prone to go to the finals, and it wasn't so. They lost in the first round again. Steve Nash was up for free agency. Nash and Dirk had a relationship. It was kind of farther than basketball. It was real good friends. They hung out together, they came in together. Nash from Canada, Dirk coming from Germany. Nash had a situation. Mark Cuban said it to this day that he can't pay Steve that type of money. And he did it. Steve Nash went to Phoenix, becoming back-to-back MVP. Dirk stayed. So there. And as Michael Finley began to age, Dirk saw more of the responsibility going on his shoulders offensively and also as the leader. And he was always a soft-spoken leader, joked around, teammates always loved him. But he had to. Because they told him, listen, it's your team. Yeah, I'm not into it, it's my team and things like that. No, Dirk, it's your team. I don't care what you want to say out publicly. This is your team. And this is what Don Nelson told me. He had no choice. He took it. And it was his team. As some playoff losses, as the playoffs, it was just something where they had young guys in there. They had Josh Howard, Devin Harris, young guys in there got a job. They're just trying to plug in certain players to get into the playoffs, but when they get in, they're losing. Until 2006. 2005-2006 season. They playing the Spurs. people don't know, Spurs always had that number. There was a play towards the end of the game. Spurs up 2. And Popovich told them, no fouls at the rim. Dirk got it. He went to the basket and Manu Ginobili swiped, popped Dirk in the head, scored and won. Hit the free throw. And they passed their nemesis in the second round. Beat his buddy Steve Nash in the conference finals to go to the NBA finals, where he went against that parallel Dwayne Wade, Miami Heat. Shaquille O'Neal right there, the mentor. Dallas playing well. They up 2-0. Dirk and the crew feels real confident. They wanted to get the championship for Jerry Stackhouse. Avery Johnson felt, yeah, we got them where we want them. They was riding high. In game 3, they went up big. And everybody was like, damn, is this even a contest? Dwayne Wade just chipping away and made one of the biggest comebacks in finals history in game 3. And he rode that the next 3 games in which all of Miami Heat won. And Dwayne Wade and Miami Heat was a championship. And he gets finals MVP. Quick run. But going there, no matter how you felt about how that series was and all this other things, how you feel. The Mavericks lost. Dirk was taking, he was really upset about that. Really upset, almost like what the F is going on. The next season, they was on a mission. Best record in the league, 164 wins, franchise record. Dirk was named MVP. They was going to get the championship this year. Nothing was going to stop them. Until they met the We Believe Warriors with the old coach Don Nelson as a coach going up against Dallas. Warriors had Baron Davis, Steven Jackson, Al Harrington, Monte Ellis. There's a lot of other guys, Petrus, Deidrins. That team fought and crawled to get into the playoffs. But Don Nelson knew how to defend this team that he helped build, and most of his players there. And they was just too different. They were just outplaying them, out-hustling them, hitting big shots. Dirk wasn't himself. Yeah, he's playing okay, but the rest of the guys wasn't. They was in Dirk's chest. Steven Jackson always allude. He wasn't ready. It's like he was almost scared. And Dirk was the first MVP to lose in the first round. Back then, you win MVP, you normally celebrate with your home crowd. He couldn't do that. He had to wait, and then they had a press conference that he won the MVP. Couldn't even celebrate in front of his home crowd. First MVP to do so until the NBA awards show. Next couple of seasons after, Dirk is just finding himself. They're losing in the first round, and when he becomes a free agent, even though he says he's a man for life, people was reaching out to him saying, listen, you ain't gonna win there. They're not doing what they're supposed to do as a franchise to bring you these guys to win this championship. You gotta have defense. This team has to be able to defend at a high level. Outscoring is not gonna work. So in 2010 and 11 season, they did that. Getting Tyson Chandler. He's there with Brendan Haywood, a bunch of crew, Rob Buck, Sean Stevenson, Jason Kidd, they had the defenders there. Now it's about executing and getting the job done. And this is where his legendary status came in. First round, he had to beat Kobe, not the first round, the second round. They beat the defending champs, Kobe and the Lakers, in the second round, swept them. Because Phil Jackson was unable to run guys off the three-point line, and he was hiding his guys to protect the paint. And they got shot out the damn building. saying, oh, look, Pau Gasol got no reason to be out there guarding Dirk. Well, then who's going to guard Dirk? Because they got Dirk at center, and you still got Bynum and Gasol out there. And Lamar Odom. All three. The game was changing. The next series, after they swept them, they beat the young Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook in 5 games. And then in the finals, you know what they did to LeBron James. They shattered LeBron's ego and almost destroyed Chris Bosh. And Dirk won, becoming Finals MVP. It was one of the biggest wins in the history of the franchise. I thought it was the biggest because they won a championship. But something. Dirk felt relieved. He was crying. He was very emotional. He was thinking about his family, his dad. It was a big thing because he went through a lot. And he just felt that was it. And after that, you know, they was still attempting to put some players around him a lot and try to, but it wasn't just, they just couldn't really do it. They couldn't really bring in a free agents and, you know, trades, and they drafted certain drafts, picks don't work. But Dirk was still there. He was committed to the franchise. He believed in them. And this is all culminated to his last game. 21 years, one franchise, one team. And he did it. 41, 21, and 1. Congratulations, Dirk. His beautiful wife, Jessica, and his family and friends. Salute you, brother. This is Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.